Hello everybody, it's MSRP 2012 and I'm doing a quick recording. You guys can probably tell who we're talking about. It's Weird Refresh. It's obviously the Cleveland Cavaliers. Okay. Ads. So, as we all know that the Cleveland Cavaliers were one of the elite teams of the league when they had LeBron James. LeBron left them for Miami, which left the wooden Cavaliers with very little scoring options. As a result, they did not do well the next season, or the season after that. They did a very nice job drafting point guard Kyrie Irving, who is arguably the face of this franchise. Anderson Varejao makes a nice big man in the backcourt with Dion Waiters also. Anderson Varejao makes a nice big man, and Dion Waiters completes the backcourt. And now you guys can see the roster depth chart. And after drafting Anthony Bennett as the #1 seed at a power forward, there is a lot of hype surrounding everything. This is the projected starting five, which I don't think is going to be the case, but let's just read it off. Kyrie Irving, don't have to say anymore, he's a great player, great rookie, not a rookie anymore. He's a great young player. He's a great shooter, a great assister, kind of a do-it-all guy. Jarrett Jack, who also played very well, is going to be a very nice contribution. They can also, this backcourt is very strong. Now they added CJ Miles. Wait, seems like they added, I'm not sure. Anyway, you guys can see CJ Miles, who averaged about 11 points, which would be a decent backup. So this backcourt is nothing really to worry about. Small forward is something, it's not the strongest position, it's about average. Earl Clark is a starter. Got drafted in the 2009 first round by 14th pick by Phoenix, and nothing really crazy. I'm surprised he's starting over Alonzo G. Not the strongest small forward, but they do make up with with a pretty good backcourt. Andrew Bynum, Andrew Bynum is also projected. At the core, Andrew Bynum is a pretty good center, but injuries and bad haircuts have kind of taken away his value. But when it comes down to it, he's a good young center who gets injured, which is kind of a bad thing. He didn't have a very good year in Philly because he didn't play a lot. And so behind him is Anderson Varejao. Before they got Andrew Bynum, Varejao was a big thing. And you guys can see, I highly doubt that. And here's Anthony Bennett, the guy that everybody's kind of been hyped about. If it doesn't present a salary, he hasn't been signed yet. Number 15, Anthony Bennett. He's a great player, obviously wide. So if he can step up and provide a big year, and then he could either back up Andrew Bynum, or back up Tristan Thompson, or start over Tristan Thompson. Tristan Thompson seems like a great player, almost averaging a double-double. He's still young, and he's still a prospect, a rising prospect for the Cleveland Cavaliers. So Anthony Bennett can easily start over him, or he could back Tristan Thompson up. Either way, this would leave a very good power forward area. If Anderson Varejao is really going to back up Andrew Bynum and Andrew Bynum stays healthy, then that will be a very good center too. Not very good, but you'll be a pretty good center. So now you'll have two good bigs and then a pretty good backcourt. The only weakness would be the small forward part, which is very ironic because LeBron was a small forward, so if he was here, this team would be playing scary. So let's get into the rosters, and I'll tell you the Cleveland Cavaliers formula for winning and what I expect them to do. So Anthony Bennett, he has to live up to that first round draft pick. If he doesn't, then it'll be a bust, and no one's going to take Gordon as well. But I believe Anthony Bennett will do a good job. Andrew Bynum needs to stay healthy. If he stays healthy and has a good production year, and rebounding and just poor scoring and being a big man, this will definitely help the Cleveland Cavaliers. Earl Clark, if he has a monster year, then really the Cavaliers, they're pretty good everywhere. Obviously, they don't have the most skilled players, as their best player is Kyrie Irving. There's nothing wrong with that, but this is sort of a Denver Nuggets team. Not really a superstar, just Kyrie Irving could be considered a star, but he's not exactly a superstar. Alonzo Gee, these two guys just have to play about a little over average, Alonzo Gee and Earl Clark. You really have to do anything special. Kyrie Irving, don't have to say anymore. 3'2", 21 years old from Duke. Got a monster contract. Well, not exactly a monster contract. Will be earning $5.5 million, about a little more. And then backing him up is a very good player also, Jared Jack. So if these guys can play, pretty much about average as they did, then the point guard will be in a good spot. CJ Miles doesn't have to do anything special. Tristan Thompson just has to keep playing the way he has. Well, he's got to develop, but, got to develop a little bit and just keep basic. Anderson Varejao, he's old. He could about keep his game the same, Dion Waiters, he just has to keep developing. He's a he's a pretty decent player already. So if he just develops a bit, because this would be his second year, if he just develops a bit, then, this will help. Obviously, the nucleus of this team is pure youth. The only player on this team in their 30s would be Anderson Varejao. And he is 30, so it's not like he's super old. It's a very young team, got a bright future, but if you look at the division they're in kind of a stronghold of the NBA. In the Central Division, if I can pop up the teams real quick. They're in the Central Division with the Chicago Bulls, the upcoming Detroit Pistons, the Indiana Pacers. The Milwaukee Bucks are not as much of a threat right now, but they can still make a splash. They've still got the talent. This is obviously a stronghold division of the NBA. I don't think there's a division like that, because all 5 teams could make it into the playoffs. Like if you look at the Southeast, the Charlotte Bobcats are not going to make it into the playoffs. The Atlanta Magic aren't. I think the Atlantic's the other stronghold, at least in the East. These two are the stronghold. The Pacific you can't even say a stronghold because the Suns and Kings are definitely not going to go anywhere. The Southwest, it's a decent division, not exactly a stronghold, because if you look at the Pelicans and the Mavericks, they're getting old. I think Monte Ellis is really the only bright spot on that team. So like the Pelicans, they could make it in, and then this one not really. So it's really 2 strongholds and then like 3/4. So the Cleveland, I don't expect them to win the division. If they go in like 3rd or 4th, I think that would be the most realistic. I expect them to go anywhere from 7 through 9, just because of all the talent, and they can develop from there. So for the first time that LeBron was here, the Cavaliers they're looking pretty strong, and I'm sure the Cavs fans are pumped, and they deserve it. Cleveland sports, nothing crazy. The Browns haven't been good in a while. The Indians have been decent, nothing really super special, and the Cavs haven't been good in a while. So I would really like to see this team succeed. Like you saw my pick. I think they'll just miss out in the playoffs. I'm sorry, in the 9th seed. Just because that division is so stacked. I think they'll be 39-43, but they'll be in the 9th seed. So, I guess I actually agree with the ESPN forecast. So that's what they said. And, I hope you liked the video. Just comment if you want me to do more teams, other teams. If you disagree with me, you can say so in comments. Like, subscribe, please. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.